tell you how I know I don't want to work for nobody else, and at the same time, I don't think I want to be anybody's boss either. I need to do something that it's not really in that sort of realm of work and making money. It can't be. I'm at work the other day, right? It's this crazy chick who walked off the job, quit on us the other day. Whatever, she wasn't there very long anyway. Cool beans. So she calls and she talks to a manager at some point. I wasn't here for that conversation, and she's like, well, I want my check. Not a problem, ma'am. When homegirl walked off, she had the uniform on, the uniform that they gotta wear. So she's informed, hey, you want that check? Gotta bring us back our uniform. I'm glad to give you your one check and, be on your way. So I'm at work the other day. I'm doing my desk thing, you feel me? And she comes in, she's on the phone. She's on the phone with somebody. Hey girl, what the blah, and she look up and she like, hey, I'm sitting for my check. So I open the drawer, I grab the check. My boss come out. She come out her office. Hey, yo, what's going on? Yeah, no, I'm sitting for my check. The boss like, cool, Richard, grab that, bet. So she says, hey, where's our uniform? I shit you not. This woman puts the phone down and she says, well, I'm wearing the pants, but definitely get y'all that shirt. I'm behind the desk like, and I'm really trying not to egg on the situation and make it any worse, but I cannot believe that. Like, what do you? So my boss, she looking at her, but then she kind of looks at me, and I'm trying not to make contact with her because I don't want her to know that I'm laughing. But this shit is hilarious. So she says, well, you were told you had to give us our shit back before you got your check back, right? She's like, yeah, well, I got the pants on, but it's not that big of a deal. Like I just want my check. So what are we gonna do here? Cause you want your check, but you have my pants on. Apparently she's wearing our pants to go to some new gig, which is, get it how you live. But come on, son, like what you? So a standoff ensues. I kind of walk off in the back because at this point I am in fucking tears laughing at this shit. This shit is hilarious because she is not playing. Like I want my check, but I'm keeping y'all pants basically. Okay, so I walk the fuck off, but I hear my boss like, hey, you know what? Here, just fuck it. Take the check. Don't even worry about it. So she let homegirl leave. She comes back in the office. She's like, Richie, can you believe it? I said, boss, I wouldn't have gave her a fucking thing. Like, and she was just like, you know what? Them one of them people that would more than likely be a much bigger headache down the road if you didn't just give these motherfuckers what they want. I don't never want to be in that position, bro. I don't ever want to be the worker or the boss. I'm a supervisor, you feel me? And I wouldn't have gave that woman anything. Get the fuck out of here. But I literally don't want to be on either side of that coin. I'm good. I just want to make my currency, my little ducats, coins, whatever you want to call it, and go home. And maybe I stay home. Maybe I work from home. Well, however I got to get it, but I don't think I want to be in that position at all. Do you believe in fate? You believe in destiny? I can't say that I do. Same time, I can't say that I don't. Right? I've never been. But we're religious, man. I'd say I'm more spiritual than religious, but those are two words that I can't say would ever really carry a bunch of weight to me. For some people it might. But I don't know. I'm thinking differently these days. It's a lot of, I wouldn't say weird stuff, just different things occurring recently. I've always kind of thought about doing this type of stuff, the YouTube shit, the podcast thing. I used to, not used to, I still do at some point if everything comes to fruition, if everything comes to pass, or whether I would like it to. I always wanted to sit on TV in nice suits and talk sports. Like I've always been in that realm of thinking. you know, but you also understand how far-fetched that can sound if you know, you doing something completely different, or if your interest in your heart is in something completely different. So, but I don't know. Fate and destiny might be something I have to pay a little bit more attention to. Maybe we all do. I'll tell you why, right? So, yeah, I decided to do the podcast. And first of all, the link to the podcast will be in the description. Definitely check that out if you haven't already. But in my first episode on the actual just audio podcast, I go into how I created the title or whatever, and how, you know, strenuous that was a little bit, but whatever. I came up with it. I like it. I'm running with it. Now, the number 111 itself, I keep seeing everywhere. I see it everywhere now. Everywhere. Don't ask me why, I don't know. But I stumbled upon it coming up for a title for the YouTube and the podcast. That's all it was. Google atomic number 111. That is why I incorporated it. So when you get a second, Google it. You'll see. Now, with that being said, I was writing out the first little outline for my podcast a couple of weeks ago. And I don't really know why. I don't know why I did it, but I Googled just 111 itself, just the number, not the atomic number, because that pulls up a specific, what's that shit called? A specific element off the periodic table. And so I liked that. So that is why I ran with it initially. But then I Googled it. And apparently it's an angel number. Now, this is something that I've never heard of, never paid any attention, like never heard of this. But for shits and giggles, I sat and I read it. So I'm gonna read it to y'all. And I didn't write it down or anything. I actually Googled it. I know you can't see it, but just so y'all didn't think I was sitting here embellishing and on some bullshit. Like, I actually just Googled it, read it, and here we are. So it says the number 111 carries the vibration of leadership, creativity, and independence, as well as optimism and tolerance of others. Its essence is also joy, inspiration, interactions with others, communication, and self-sufficiency. I like that. People who resonate with this number are usually leaders, not followers. I like that. I'm with it. See, I'm all with it right now. I'm all with it. Says the angel number 111 signifies manifestation and prosperity. This number's main symbolism is manifesting thoughts into reality. Okay. It also symbolizes awareness, uniqueness, motivation, and independence. Oh, I'm all on board with it. I'm fucking with it, right? I'm fucking with it. Now, I'm gonna leave that alone. But I say that to say that even when I decide that, you know what, I'm a branch off into the YouTube thing. I dropped a sizable amount of money on all of the equipment, good cameras, good mics, you know. And I did that maybe half a month ago, you know, a couple of weeks. And all the equipment came 2 weeks early. I shit you not, 2 weeks early. I wasn't supposed to get the equipment until September 14th or something like that. It all came early. Sign or just good luck, right? Sign or just good luck. I don't know. I can't call it. But regardless, I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna take it and do whatever I can do with it. You know, I'm gonna take it as far as it's gonna take me, because everything is lining up to where I feel like I'm supposed to be doing this. You know, again, I've always kind of was interested in it, but never took the leap. So here we are. I'm taking the leap, taking the jump, man, and it be like that. And you got to get to a point where whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is you've been thinking about doing, you got to do it. You're not going to know if it's for you unless you do it. You're not going to know if it's not for you unless you do it. You know, when I went off to school, and this is hot here, shit. I initially went off to school to do graphic design. I'm a decent artist. I'm a fairly good artist. So I figured me always being creative at some point had to make me money, right? Whether it was through my voice, my personality, my actual skills as far as art goes, drawing and sketching and whatever. So at some point, this has to make me money. Tell you a quick story. And I was going through the graphic design courses or whatever. I got really, really far into it. And I had this big ass project that we had to do. It was a group project. Oh my God, group projects are so trash, but y'all know that. Everybody knows group projects be whack, right? So stick me in this group and we had to take a building out of Ypsilanti. So I went to Eastern Michigan. So we had to take a building out of downtown Ypsilanti and brand it. Not for real, but it was just a project. So you're branding it. So long story short, the teacher loves what we do. And this is the only project we did the entire semester. Right, you've had those classes where whatever this is, you either gonna live with it or you're gonna die with this. She loved it, You could tell she loved what we did versus what everybody else did. But there was an actual woman who would come and she would kind of check in every blue moon or whatever. So this is who obviously we're doing this for a grade, but we actually reported to her, whoever she liked, this is what she was gonna go with. And every time she checked in, yeah, this is great. I like this. I like our creativity. I like the direction that y'all is going in. Beautiful, beautiful. And this semester comes. It comes time to show this woman the final product. And we've pretty much been in the lead. Not to say that there really was a lead, but you could tell she favored us versus every other group in the class. And the woman hated it. The final product, she hated it. And the teacher's like, whoa, wait, what can they do? What should they do? What do you think? Nah, just scrap it. Just scrap it. This for a grade, bro. This like we probably still passed this class. But that right there, that moment right there let me know that graphic design shit was not for me. To have somebody tell you this is what I want, this is what I like, go and create something for me, and you go take 2, 3, 4 weeks, months, however long you decide to work on it, and you come and you present it and they say, I don't like this, I don't want this. Fuck, you think you're not gonna pay me? Change my major right in there. I'm a senior. I ain't been in school in about a year now. I've been doing other things, but I'm a senior. I'm 9 credits off graduating. But that right there let me know this is not something I'm gonna do the rest of my life. Change my major immediately. My major is now communication. Ta-da, right? Communication. And I knew it right there, but I had to do that. I had to go through all of that to know that shit wasn't for me. Art or no art. Art be damned if that's the case. But there's no way I could have too many more scenarios and situations like that. No way. But again, it took that. And it's going to take for you to do whatever it is you want to do, whatever ideas been in the back of your head that you just like, no, I don't know. You got to get up and do it. You ain't going to know if you like it. You ain't going to know if you don't. Until you do it, man. The bees like that. And failing is all a part of this shit, It's all a part of this shit. I'm scared of this. I'm a little freaked out by it, but I'm thinking about it from a different place. My ultimate goal isn't to be some huge internet nigga or like that. I don't really care about that. This is it's a vessel to break off into something else that I can create and make that lucrative. If I can make this lucrative, beautiful. But I want to be able to branch out in several other things and make it all lucrative, make me money. I want to be able to be sleep and make money. I have people that say, well, why don't you just stick with the YouTube and drop the podcast? The podcast has already made me money. I have international listeners already on that podcast. I am not scrapping the podcast. I'm going to do both. It's going to be tough doing YouTube and doing a podcast and working 40+ hours a week. But you know what? You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. Because yeah, it's made me money, but that shit ain't made me 40 hours a week money. Nah, factual. So this is where I am. This is what it is. But do you believe in fate? Does it sound like I'm supposed to be doing that? Because that's what I got out of it, Let me know. I don't know. Again, I ain't never really believed until now. Also want to send a very special shout out to my little cousin, KJ. It is his birthday today, so happy birthday to you, little fella. Even though if you was anywhere near me, I know all you would be saying was, shut up, big head, we shirt. Head ass boy.